Good morning, everybody. Vernon Avenue and Highway 100 Interchange Project. Update meeting number 12. Just a reminder that we are recording these and we'll post them online afterwards. So I'm Chad Milner, Engineering Director. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your patience. The project continues to move forward. Businesses are open and accessible. Of course, with construction comes noise, dust, and vibrations. Stop for pedestrians and crosswalks. We still have school started, so we have a lot more people and kids and students using Eden Avenue, specifically Benton Avenue. There's crosswalks, kids going to school. Make sure we're being safe, courteous to not only the pedestrians, but also the fellow drivers. So please be patient. If you're not comfortable with that mid-block crossing at Eden Avenue, please use the fully controlled traffic signal at Vernon and Eden instead. These are the project goals. Again, it's to improve safety and mobility, create separated pedestrian routes, improve traffic operations, and the other ones there listed. We have the project schedule listed there, the substantial completion date and reopening, November 15th, 2025. I can say that a good portion of the project will be reopened, but the Vernon Avenue Bridge will not be done by November 15th. So that's an issue we'll talk about here a little bit more. This is the project. Again, it starts just west of Interlochen Boulevard, has the Vernon Avenue Bridge over the CPKC rail line, then the Highway 100 Bridge over Highway 100 that spans, carries 50th Street and Vernon Avenue, and then ends just near Grange Road on the east side. We've been doing all these communication channels for residents and businesses. Continue to look for those, continue to push out that information. If people have questions, bettertogether.edina.org, and visit the Vernon Highway 100 project page. That is your best spot to find information as we continue to move forward this fall. We have some big detours coming, so we're creating a special business outreach. So we want anybody that's associated with businesses to please fill out a survey. So go to this website, edinamn.gov/business support, and fill out the survey if you were interested. But we're going to support the Grandview and 50th and France businesses this fall. We're going to have the Worth the Detour passport. So it'll be a loyalty program where customers can collect stamps when you shop and dine at participating businesses, and then enter to win gift cards at those favorite local spots. We want to thank the Explore Edina for their support. So there's also going to be a restaurant week, social media contest, and a free family-friendly movie on select Saturday mornings at the Edina Theater. So again, find all the details at bettertogether.edina.org. And if you're a specific business, go to that other website and fill out a survey. We did mail out letters to many of the businesses in both the Grandview and the 50th and France districts. So thank you, and please fill out the survey. Construction details. Interlochen Vernon, that's still a free flow intersection there. It's working and operating. We've got questions of, can we open up Gus Young Lane by the Edina Liquor Store? We're hoping to have a crane there at any moment to start working on that west abutment. We did open it. We'd have to have either a four-way stop or a temporary signal. And that would really, I think, impact traffic operations on this intersection. So unless we learn something that this is going to be a much longer closure, at this point, we're going to leave it as is and prepare to place a crane and other equipment there to work on that west abutment. And why aren't we working on that west abutment? It's because the XL power line was, as shown here and circled in green, was in a different spot than originally thought. It was hit in May, and XL Energy and CPKC Rail are continue to work on permits and agreements. We do not have it. We're working on it. I thought it'd be done early to mid-August. We have no control over these two agencies, and its major impact the schedule and or cost. And we still don't know what those are, because until we actually get a permit and the contractor can start working, we can't put together any of those timing details or cost potential details. So we're just in a waiting pattern. We're all contacting them. The mayor's contacting individuals. We're trying to get this moved forward. Should have been corrected a long time ago, in my opinion, and it's not. And we're doing everything we can. But this bridge will not be done November 15th. We're just past that timing now. So until we know when this work can occur, updated schedules won't be developed. There's kind of potentially two options where they work straight through into the winter and heat everything to do the concrete work. But there's a cost with that. Or do they go away and come back in the spring to finish? So those are the two options we're looking at once we know when they can actually start. Road closures and detours. We have a big, kind of the last detour, stage 4, coming up. This is probably going to be the most impactful. And it's going to start on Monday, September 15th. So all off ramps are going to be closed on the 15th. So if you're coming southbound on 100 and use that Arcadia exit, that will be closed. That'll be a new closure. You're heading northbound and you take the exit to Grange Road, that will be closed. So these 3 red X's will be new closures. The blue one was already been in place for a few weeks. We're updating our maps on the website and the interactive GIS map. Those will be updated soon. But that's a big impact. That's going to start September 15th until the mid-November date, so they can build all these new ramps. What has been happening and will continue to happen this week is the Highway 100 bridge. The girders are growing up, the beams. So this first week of September, been happening overnight. Northbound happened Tuesday and Wednesday night. Now southbound will happen Thursday and Friday night. So hopefully all the beams will be placed by this weekend. Again, we're going to create those detour maps for that stage 4, but Benton Avenue, we've seen more traffic. We know the school started. MnDOT turned the timing off on the on-ramp signal, so that helped a lot with some of those impacts. The detours are going to be up to Excelsior and east and west, down the Highway 62 and east and west, kind of the regional detours. And there's going to be some more local detours. So look for those maps coming very soon on that stage 4, which starts in about a week and a half. We know there's a project going on Highway 100. This is a MnDOT maintenance project. They're doing overhead sign work. They closed the inside lanes. It's been closed for weeks. It's creating traffic issues. We asked when they're going to be done. It was anticipated to be done yesterday. I can't find anything whether it is or isn't done. Go to their website, and that website hasn't been updated until August 12th. So I haven't driven up there today. I don't know if it's closed or still underway. I'm hoping it's done because that was creating some issues. But again, that's not related to our project at all. The timing is just unfortunate, and MnDOT's doing their maintenance work there on those overhead signs. Other things in the area. So 5100 Eden Avenue, this was a development project. Last time, or the last couple of meetings, we talked about the sidewalk detour. That's shown on the left-hand side. They built a temporary sidewalk on the west side of Arcadia and closed the sidewalk starting at the historic properties on the east side of Highway 100. The blue dash line is that detour for the sidewalks. They started demo on Tuesday. So here's a picture where they're starting to bring that building down. That work has started this week to demo that existing 5100 building. And other pictures, this is you're looking east by the Devanis. This is the Vernon Avenue Bridge. So you can see the east abutment is done and ready. Here's that west side. The old one is still in place. So that's an Excel power line, and we're just waiting for that. So this is the major concern right now with schedule. This is a updated picture of that area. This is that free-flowing intersection at Interlochen and Vernon. That stays the same. This is the retaining wall at Hawthorne Court near the Hawthorne Apartments. So the picture on the left was from a few weeks ago. Picture on the right was a recent picture from this week. So the wall construction keeps going forward. And then the overnight work that started, these are pictures from Tuesday night. So the left picture is, it's hard to see, but the crane is hoisting up those beams. This was the first one. Middle bottom pictures, it's almost in place. And then a close-up of as they literally touch that down onto the abutments for that first beam on Tuesday night. And then picture on the left is number 2 coming into place. You can see how they were hoisting that up with the crane in the background. Some other pictures where there's almost 8 of them in place that night. So you can see the different, all of them spanning northbound 100. And here's how they brought them in. They brought them in with a big long truck. The crane picks them off and then places them onto those abutments. So northbound should be done. I haven't heard here this morning. Southbound, it's going to happen tonight, tomorrow night. And here's what it looks like during the day. So the picture on the left is those first 8 placed on Tuesday night. And then the picture on the right is just a different view of showing those in place. And it's good to see shadows on the highway. That means the deck is starting to be constructed. The other major thing that's going on is that noise wall along the northbound on-ramp from 50th Street. So the picture on the left was from a few weeks ago. They were just getting started. Picture on the right, you can see all those concrete posts that are going to support that noise wall, basically from Minnehaha Creek up to 50th Street. So they are continuing to put the poles in, and then the planking will be coming in a few weeks, and they'll start installing the planking on that noise wall. And then just another picture of the operations of installing those concrete noise wall posts. And then the graphics and rendering of what this will look like. So it's getting closer and closer all the time to getting to this for the Highway 100 bridge. The picture on the left is a view of the deck of the Highway 100 bridge. The picture on the right is from the Highway 100 itself as you would pass underneath the bridge heading northbound. You can start to see the beams that were placed the other night, and this will be completely placed here over the next couple nights. So we're starting to get to this image for the project. So with that, I'll look at the chat. If people have questions, please enter them into the chat. I'm happy to answer those questions. You can always call me and email me or Derek. We're happy to answer questions, come visit with you, whatever the case may be. So any questions? And I just remind any of the businesses, if there's interest in participating in that Worth the Detour passport thing, remember to fill out that survey so we know you're interested, and we'll work with communications and get that started. Any questions? Quiet group. See somebody typing, so we'll just wait a second. Looked like somebody was typing, maybe not. Oh, looks like it might be coming back. Even though, let's see, here's a question. Crane on Gus Young will wait for Excel and Earl to agree, then work will begin on the western abutment. Yeah, no work can start. I mean, if we could have started, we would have had Excel move that line, and we asked them to do it in May, just temporarily do something, but railroad wouldn't let them do it, and they weren't willing to work without a permit in the railroad. So yeah, Gus Young will be for crane and other heavy equipment to build that western abutment as soon as that permit is in hand between those two parties. And even though that bridge may not be ready by November 15th, our intention is still to open up the Highway 100 bridge, the on and off ramps there, get everything active and operational along Highway 100 and open up as much as we can, as soon as we can. And then we'll deal with the Vernon Avenue Bridge and those schedules and that impact once we finally learn more here between Excel and the railroad. Other questions, comments? Visit the website. We'll be updating some maps. Every time we do a big stage detour change, we send out specific maps to the businesses right at the area there. So look for some of those emails coming from me. All those maps are posted on the website. If other businesses just want to print those and give them to customers, look for that passport program that we're creating right now for the businesses in both districts, Grandview and 50th and France. But September 15th, it's going to be a big day when those ramps close early in the morning. People are going to have to find different routes to access this area. Benton Avenue will still have the one off ramp for southbound and on ramp for northbound. But to get into these areas, you're going to have to come from Highway 62 and either use the Valley View exit, France Avenue, or on the west side, Tracy Avenue or Gleason. On the north, Excelsior Boulevard coming down Wooddale or Brookside. So you're just going to have to use some other avenues. Blake Road and Interlochen from Hopkins is an option. So let your employees and customers and yourself find some routes there for September 15th. Other questions? I see somebody typing. Why wouldn't we open Gus Young until we have some kind of timing? Because we'd have to install a temporary signal and/or four-way stops. And we think that would really gnarly up traffic even worse when we know that the hope is that there's a crane there very soon. So if it starts to become more long-term, then we'll look at potentially opening up Gus Young. But at this point, our hope and intention in the draft language we got from those two agencies is that this is going to have a permit any day now. So, so it comes to construction needs for space and traffic operations of that intersection. Thanks for the question. Okay. Again, my info is on the website. If there's further questions, just send me an email or give me a call. Appreciate everybody's time. We'll get this posted and we'll post the slides on the website if you want to share that out with anybody at your organization. Thank you.